In this class we are going to discuss about the encoder. Okay, so this encoder is also one of the combinational logic circuit. Okay, so generally these encoders are logic circuits. So here which we will observe, that is, it consists of 2 power n input lines and n output lines. Okay, so that means it is exactly inverse operation of the decoder. So as you know, that means as we discussed in the previous class, that is decoder. So what is meant by decoder? That means it consists of n input lines and 2 power n output lines. But here encoder is nothing but exactly reverse of that decoder. That means whatever the output lines we are having in decoder, that is equal to the input lines of encoder. Okay, so here you can observe decoder circuit is nothing but, that is, input lines are n and output lines are 2 power n for decoder. Okay, so here you can observe this block diagram of encoder. It consists of 2 power n input lines and n output lines. That means encoder is also a multi input and multi output circuit. Okay, so it is also called as multi input and multi output logic circuit. So it is almost, the operation is exactly equal to the encoder, but that reverse operation is nothing but input lines are appeared at the output and output lines are appeared at the input in encoder. Okay, so that is the difference only in between encoder and decoder. Okay, so the remaining things will be same in that encoder and decoder. So that means here we can apply the 2 power n input lines and n output lines, but in decoder we are having one enable pin in that, but here there is no enable pin. Okay, so in that we'll have only input lines and output lines. So depends on that input lines will getting the output lines, but in decoder depends on that enable pin will operate the decoder circuit, right? That means if the enable circuit will be 0 in decoder, that means the circuit will be off position. If the enable pin is active, that means if the enable pin is 1, so then the output will be we are getting, that means whatever the input line we are having, that will be selected at the output. That means any one of the input line will be selected at the output stage. Okay, so that is called as the decoder circuit actually. But here encoder circuit means how we are getting that output means, so depends on that input action will get the output. Okay, so now we will discuss in that, that is nothing but how to design this encoder circuit and how to make the truth table. Okay, so now we will see that all those things in that encoder circuit. So as you know here, that is nothing but 2 power n input lines and n output lines. For example, if you are taking two if you are taking the encoder maybe 4, okay, so the encoder maybe you are taking the input lines is equal to the 4 input lines if you are observing. So then what are the output lines we are collecting, how many output lines we are getting from this 4 input lines means, so how to write this 4 input lines means, for 2 power n I can rewrite this 4 as 2 square. Okay, so here what is the n value? N is equals to 2. So that means we can say that here 4 by 2 encoder we are having. Okay, so in decoder actually we are saying n is to 2 power n, that is decoder, right? So that means if you are taking, for example, input lines are 2, then we'll get the decoder becomes 2 into 2 square means 2 by 4 decoder we are getting if you are having 2 input lines. Okay, so for example in encoder if you are providing 4 input lines, okay, if you are providing 4 input lines for this encoder, you may have 2 output lines. Okay, so what is the condition we are getting, how we are getting that 2 output lines means, that condition is nothing but 2 power n is to n. So this is the encoder formula, 2 power n by n. So 2 power n, how we are choosing this 4 input lines means, like this we are extending that. So 2 square into 2, that is nothing but 4 by 2 encoder we are having. So just observe here what is the difference in between decoder and encoder. So that means this is a 2 to 4 decoder we are having. That means 4 output lines here we are getting and 2 input lines we are having, right? But while coming to the encoder, here 4 input lines and 2 output lines. That means exactly reverse operation will be occurred in encoder. Okay, so the action will be same. That means if you are providing input lines, depends on that input lines will get the output. Here also depends on that input line, and depending upon the enable pin will get the output line in decoder, right? So here also encoder, depending on the input lines will get the output. Okay, so that means any one of the input will be selected at the output side. Okay, so now we'll discuss in that 4x2 encoder. So first of all, I will take it as 4x2 encoder. Here there is no enable pin. The complete action is depends upon the input lines. Okay, so here 4x2 encoder means as we discussed now, that is nothing but how many input lines we need to choose, and how many output lines we need to consider. Means here input lines are 4 and output lines will be 2, where n is equals to here 2. Okay, so input lines will be 4 means just draw this block diagram for this 4x2 encoder. So I will write it here. This is the 4 input lines and these are the 2 output lines we are having. Okay, so this is 4x2 encoder. Okay, so 4 input lines, I can label it as data lines. So just I can refer as input line will be D. So then D0, D1, D2, D3. Okay, so first one, second one, third one, fourth one, we'll get the 4 input lines here, and I can take it as output lines, that is equal to the 2 now. So 2 I can refer as that may be X and Y. Okay, so I can label that input lines will be D and the output lines will be X and Y. Okay, so already if you want to design any logic circuit in combinational circuit, okay, if you want to design any combinational logic circuit, so how to design that means compulsory we need to follow the designing procedure steps, right? So that means what is the designing step? First of all means we can observe the statement. So after that we need to consider the input lines and output lines. So after we are getting the input lines and output lines, then we'll choose the truth table. Okay, so how to make the truth table means depends on that input lines and output lines. That means relation between input lines and output lines will get the truth table, right? So here also I am choosing truth table in between input lines and output lines. So how many input lines we are having here? 4 input lines. So D0, D1, D2, D3, and the output lines will be X and Y. Okay, so here how to write this truth table action means here what is the decoder truth table actually? That is nothing but this is the decoder. So I'm taking here 2 to 4 decoder here. So how to write this outputs for this 2 to 4 decoder means depends on that input value will select the weight of that output. Okay, so depending upon the input line is nothing but here input lines will be 0 0, so that means n value will be 0. So depends on that n value we can choose the output value. Okay, that means it will be select the any one of the input line will be output. Okay, so like this way here also we can choose that output. So how we will choose that output means, so here whatever the input lines were occurred in the decoder, in 2 to 4 decoder, whatever the input lines that will be present at the output in encoder, and what are the output lines we are having in the decoder that will be present at the input in encoder. That is the output operation of the encoder. Just now I explained here, this is inverse operation of the decoder. That means output is equal to the input in. Okay, so that means how we will choose it means output of decoder is equal to input of encoder. What is the reverse operation means? Like this we can choose it. Okay, so input of decoder is equal to output of encoder. Okay, so this is the encoder process. Okay, so this is exactly reverse operation of decoder, right? So here what I am saying, output of decoder is equal to the input of encoder. So here inputs is nothing but D0, D1, D2, D3, right? So these are the 4 input lines. So these 4 input lines will be equal to the output of decoder. Just choose it. What are the output of decoder? That is only applicable for 2 to 4 decoder. That means 4/2 reverse is nothing but 2/4, right? So that means exactly with respect to that and decoder you can choose it. Okay, so here this is the 2 to 4 decoder. So here what are the outputs for this? That is nothing but the first output for 0 0 is nothing but 0001. That means y1 is 1, y2 is 0, y3 is 0, y4 is 0. So for understanding purpose, I can label these values will be changing here. For understanding purpose, this d value will be, I can change it as y0. So in that case we are choosing y1, right? So y1, y2, y3, y4. You can understand easily. So y1, y2, y3, y4. Now write the values for this y1, y2, y3, y4. What I am writing in, what I am getting in that. So outputs, that is nothing but 1 000. So y1 is 1, d1, d2, d3 will be 000s. Okay, so that means here I am choosing output of, that means output of decoder will be equal to the input of encoder. That's what I am saying here. So output of decoder, so output of decoder is nothing but this is, okay, 1 000 for this output of decoder, but I am writing that value is equal to the input of encoder. Is it right? So now the second thing is input of decoder is equal to the output of encoder. Okay, input, now we will write the input of decoder as output of for this. Okay, so what is the input for this 0111? That is nothing but 00. So now this input value I can write it as output for this, so 00. So like this you can write it the next value. So in the second case, the second one will be enabled 0100, then we'll get the second input is 01. Okay, so the next case is third one is highlighted, so remaining will be false condition, so the input will be 10 case. In the fourth case, the last one is highlighted, then we'll get the output becomes 11. Okay, so now these are the input paths and these are the outputs. So now what after getting the truth table, what is the need? So now we need to do the we need to consider the K-map for required Boolean functionality, right? So here just observe this D0, D1, D2, D3 as outputs of the decoder actually. Then I will convert into inputs of this encoder. That is our aim here. Okay. So now the next thing is whatever the inputs in decoder values, that is exactly converted into the output of encoder. So now we are taking, these are the outputs. Okay. So now finally we are getting the two outputs, those are x and y. So for this we are having the two ones in that x and y. Okay, that means we need to draw the K-map for Boolean function. Okay, so now we need to consider the K-map for that x and y. Okay, so for x I can choose it, so that is two variable K-map we need, right? So this is nothing but only two variables, right, we are having. So directly we can say that these are how we will choose that here. Output means you can write output as, so now how to write this output value by using K-map means before going to do the K-map, so directly you can do this. How we will choose that output means for x value means here the first x value will be becomes equal to the input of this value. Okay, so x value of first one we can choose it as d0, and the second value will be choose it as d1, and the third value will be choose it as d2, and this is d3. Okay, you can take it that output values will be equal to the input. Okay, so like this way here y also you can choose it d0, d1, d2, d3. That means the first of x values will be, x and y values will be chosen as d0, and the second value will be d1, and the third value will be d2, and the fourth value will be d3. That means whatever the x output we are having, that will be equal to the inputs of that encoder. Okay, so whatever the x and y values we are having, that may be min terms or max terms, that will be equal to the input values. Okay, so that means here I am choosing x value will be 0 means that is equal to the d0 value. Okay, so if x value will be 0 means d0 will be highlighted, that is equal to 1. So if x value will be 0 means in the second case which one is highlighted here? 1. So that means d1 is highlighted. So for x and y 0 0, in that case d0 will be highlighted. So for in the second case d1, that is nothing but if d1 will be highlighted means xy will be, the value will be equal to 1. So the next one is d2 will be highlighted means xy value will be 1 0. Okay, so D3 value will be 1 1 means the last one will be highlighted. That means if xy value will be 0, then the D0 value will be highlighted. Okay, that means if 2 power n value, so 2 power n value will be is nothing but 2 power 0 value will be highlighted. That means 2 power 0 is nothing but n equal to 0. N equal to 0 is nothing but the first value D0 will be highlighted. Okay, so next the second one is nothing but 0 1 case. 0 1 case is nothing but in decimal number 0 1 is nothing but 1, no. So input lines we can refer as, what is the input line formula? 2 power n, right? So 2 power 1 we are getting for this one case. 2 power 1 means n is equals to 1 path. So 1 means here this D1 will be highlighted. So next the second one is 1 0. 1 0 is nothing but in decimal number we are choosing 2. So 2 square is nothing but n is equals to 2 here. Then in this case D2 will be highlighted. Okay, so for 1 1 case 2 cube, that means third one is highlighted. So then we can choose it as D3. That means in the first case D0, second case is D1, third one is D2 and the fourth one is D3. Okay, so directly we can say that the x values will be added here, not, we are not doing here K-map. Why? Because means D0, D1, D2, D3. That means input lines will be having this single one. Okay, so don't take the K-map for here. That means no need to consider the K-map for this. Why? Because means here each input line having this single one. Okay, so that's why you can, whatever the output lines we are having in that x and y, directly you can add it. Okay, so here what I am saying here, how to no need to consider K-map actually. Why? Because means each output line having single one. Okay, so for this single one no need to consider the K-map. Directly you can take it how many output, how many ones in that output line for x and y. So directly you can add these two values. Okay, if x having three ones in that, okay, for example x is having here directly 2 ones, right? So these two you can add it. Okay, so for y also it is having 2 ones, no, directly you can add it. For maybe if x having 3 ones, directly you can add it, no problem. Okay, so how to take that output means here no need to consider the K-map. Actually single ones we are having for input, so that's why just skip that K-map. Okay, directly I can write the output for this x. So x is nothing but here which part we are having min terms, that is ones means here 1 2 3, third and fourth one. So third one, fourth one is nothing but with respect to input lines, what is the third line here? D2, and the fourth line is D3. So directly I can add it, D2 plus D3. Like this way y. So y is nothing but here second line and fourth line. So what is the second line input actually? D1 plus D3. So with respect to input lines you can write D1 plus D3. Okay, so now after getting this Boolean expression, what is the next thing? We need to draw the logic diagrams. Okay, so for x and y. So x and y is nothing but input lines. What are the input lines we are having? D0, D1, D2, D3. Okay, so first I need to draw the x value. X is nothing but D2 plus D3. D2 plus D3. That means in between OR operator, no, directly will take it as OR gate, addition operation. So next y is nothing but D1 plus D3. D1 and D3. In between we are having addition, no, so directly will take it as OR operator. So this is x and this is y. So this is the logic diagram for this 4/2 encoder. Okay, so like this way you can solve the next encoder, that is 8/3 encoder. Okay, so 8/3 encoder is nothing but in that we are having 8 input lines and 3 output lines. Okay, so how we are getting this 8 input lines means, what is the formula for this input lines? 2 power n. Output lines formula is n. So 2 power n is to n, right? So here I am writing. So how we will get this 8 into 2 power n means I can choose it as 2 cube into 3. Then we'll get 8 into 3 encoder. Okay, so directly we can say that here n value will be 3. So 2 power 3 into 3. So that is nothing but 8/3 encoder. Okay, so now we will see the logic diagram, block diagram for this. So 8 input lines, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so for this 3 output lines. Okay, so now x y z I can label it for outputs, and these input lines are d0, d1, d2, d3, d4, d5, d6 and d7. Okay, so this is 8x3 encoder. So one thing you can remember, this 8x3 encoder is exactly opposite to the 3 to 8 decoder. Okay, so like this 4x2 encoder is exactly opposite to the 2 to 4 decoder, right? So that truth table we can choose it here, right? Depends on the decoder truth table, we'll write the 4x2 encoder truth table, right? So in the same way we need to solve the 8x3 encoder also. So it is exactly reverse operation of 3 to 8 decoder. Okay, so after getting this block diagram, now we need to take the truth table for this. Okay, so what I am saying here, truth table is nothing but exactly output of decoder is equal to the input of encoder. Input of decoder is nothing but output of encoder. Just remember these two lines. Okay, that means if you want to explain or if you want to write the encoder operation, compulsory you need to learn about the decoder operation. Okay, so or otherwise you need to write the decoder operation, means you should know about the encoder operation. That means compulsory you should learn about the encoder and decoder operations. Okay, so the next one is we need to make it the truth table. So input lines are d0, d1, d2, d3, d4, d5, d6 and d7. So this is up to 8 input lines. Now we will write the output lines, that is x, y, z. So now based on this 3 to 8 decoder, we'll write the 8x3 encoder truth table. Okay, so now already you knows, right, 3 to 8 decoder truth table. So this is the 3 to 8 decoder truth table. So exactly you need to write these values into 8x3 encoder truth table. Okay, so here y0, y1 to y8 is nothing but these are all output lines. Just now I explained here, that is output of decoder is equal to input of encoder. Okay, so output lines whatever we are having, that is equal to the input lines in that. So first one is, this is the first one, right? So 1, all zeros. So that means the first one will be 1 and the remaining all will be zeros. Okay, so in this case what is the input for this decoder? That is nothing but 000. So 000. In the second case, which one is enabled in that decoder? This one. In the third case, this one. Fourth case. So that means remaining all will be false condition. Okay, so based on that 3 to 8 decoder, you can write this truth table. Okay, just you can remember this logic. Output of decoder is equal to input of encoder. Input of encoder is equal to output of, input of decoder is equal to output of encoder. Okay, so here the fourth one is highlighted. Now the fifth one is highlighted. Now the sixth one is highlighted. Now seventh one is highlighted. And the last one is, last input is highlighted. Okay, so what are the outputs we are collecting for this means? So this is 3 to 8 decoder truth table, right? Based on that we will write. So inputs for 3 to 8 decoder is nothing but 3 input lines. Those are ABC. So 3 input lines means how many combinations we are getting? Totally 8 combinations. So that 8 combinations you can present here. 001, 10, 011, 100, 101, 110, 111. So you can choose it, you can verify that is it right or wrong. So 000, 001, 010, 011, 100, 101, 110, 111. That means these input lines will be present at the output here. Okay, output lines, and this output lines will be present here as input lines. Okay, so that is the truth table of this 8x3 encoder. So now we will write the Boolean expression for this x, y, z. Okay, so here how to write this x values. So no need to take the k-map, right? Why? Because means this d0, d1, d2, all the input lines will be having the single ones. So no need to consider the k-map for this. Directly whatever the inputs we are having, whatever the output lines we are having, with respect to that output line you can enable this inputs. Okay, so here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4th input is here enabled, and 5th one is enabled, 6th one is enabled, 7th one. That means D4, D5, D6, D7 based on this. Okay, so here D0, D1, D2, D3 and D4, D5, D6, D7. Okay, that means D2, D3 and D6, D7 will be enabled in this Y case. And coming to this Z, so that means here the second one, that means D1 and D3 and D5 and D7 is enabled for X, Y, Z. Okay, so now I am writing this output function for X, that is nothing but, come to last 4 bits. Last 4 bits will be highlighted. So coming to last 4 bits of inputs, what are the 4 inputs? D4, D5, D6, D7. So we need to add all these things. D4 plus, D5 plus, D6 plus, D7. So coming to Y, that is nothing but here. So that means here 3rd one, 4th one and 6th one, 7th one. Okay, so that means D3, D4 and D6, D7. Okay, so whether it is right or wrong, check it. D1, D2, D3, sorry, here we are choosing D0 from D0, no? So D0, D1, D2, this is D2, D3, D2, D3 and D6, D7. Now coming to Z case, so here also D0, so D1 is highlighted, D2 absent and D3 is present. So D1, D3, D5, D7. D1 plus D3 plus D5 plus D7. These are the output lines for this encoder. Okay, so now draw the logic diagram. So after getting this expressions, we need to draw the logic diagram. So D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7. Okay, so the first one is X is D4, D5, D6, D7. D4, D5, D6, D7. So in between each term will have the which operator, that is addition. So that means these 4 will be added with OR gate. This is X. Now coming to Y, D2, D3, D6 and D7. So this is Y. And next D1, D3, D5, D7. Okay. So these are added with OR gate. So this is Z. So this is the complete explanation about encoder. So you just remember one point, that is nothing but it is exactly reverse of the decoder. Okay, so whatever the decoder operation we are having, that will be opposite to the encoder operation. Okay, so you just remember in that. Okay, so this is the complete explanation about encoder and decoder. So 4x2 encoder and 8x3 encoder. Okay.